I never realized how many siblings here were actually just twins. So I guess we should feel special then, right? Well, since we're not twins per se, I guess maybe which is probably why we're starting off first. So I shouldn't be hearing too many complaints for you. Why would I be complaining about that? Well, considering the fact that, well, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty, but you should feel what's the word you want to use? I can't think of the word at the moment, but you should definitely feel special that you are now leading something. How are we? This is leading to you? Well, no one else is here first, so kinda, yeah. And besides, we're like the odd ones out, pretty much. See, when you say odd ones out, okay, we're the higher ups. How about that? Now you're making fun of me. Well, I'm just saying. Okay, so, for some reason, whenever I use a specific term, you don't like that, so I'm going to be using all the terms. How's that sound? Would you have to stop our, pause our Minecraft movie thing just to make this video? Well, considering the fact that Siblings Day is April 10th, I feel like this one should have been first during March. Yeah, well, look, we already got like 3 videos done for the Minecraft movie we're making. I don't think we'll get that upset, okay? I don't think we'll get that upset. And besides, we have plenty of people and plenty of things to do. I don't think they'll mind too much. So let's focus on us for a bit. How about that? For a bit. We have like a month and 6 days. Yeah, so let's focus on us for a bit. Okay, sure. Last time, everybody went that way. So, what is over here? Well, the church, right? I'm gonna go through this. A church? Really? Hey, there's nothing else, so I don't see why we can't. Okay. Well, what's over there? Nothing, just... So, yeah, just nothing. I actually can't think of anything. Huh. Hey, really just got rid of that? Box thing. What is that called? I have no idea. Well, they definitely got rid of it. That's for damn sure. Also, can we address something real quick? Yes. My nose, my throat, I'm not liking it. But that's just perks of your allergies kicking your ass every day for no apparent reason at all. But hey, ain't nothing we can do about it. I mean, it just started in February. By the end of February, it just started. So what's there to do, huh? I mean, we could just like not have the allergies this early. Well, that's not gonna happen, okay? That's not gonna happen. As long as we're suffering, that's all that matters to the universe, right? As long as we're having a terrible time, then as long as we're having a terrible time, okay? I mean, we're with each other, right? I guess so, sure. That's not the worst thing. Okay, what I mean is, you can't... I'm gonna retry that. Your company is definitely helping me endure this, even though I can rarely speak. I think you mean hardly speak. Well, don't make me regret what I was saying, okay? Don't make me regret what I was saying. Okay, did that do something? No, the nasal spray can't stay in the nose, especially when it keeps running, so maybe that's why your throat feels like that. Alright, yeah, we're not going this way. Maybe that's why it feels like that. Probably. Also, you starting to realize that it's about to rain? Yeah, I do. Because, hey, Mother Nature said, hey, y'all ain't done suffering yet. I'm going to make it rain on y'all. Yeah, I had a nice day today, but I'm going to make it rain. That's not, well, that sounds awful. I don't know why it needs to rain. But hey, at least as long as we're suffering, that's all that matters. I feel like you're exaggerating that a little bit too bit. A little bit. Exaggerating a little bit. I can rarely speak properly, okay? My throat is upset. Okay, not too upset, but it's got a weird taste in my mouth. All right? It has a weird taste. There's a weird taste in my throat. Every time I inhale, my nose feels off. Every time I cough, my throat feels a little scratchy. How am I being dramatic? When you're saying suffering, I feel like suffering isn't really the right word. And here comes the rain, great. I feel like suffering isn't really the right word. Okay, not having a good time. How about that? See, that's a little better. Because at least it's not really exaggeratory, and I'm not having a good time with this either. I don't like having the allergies either, okay? Especially when it's hard to breathe in whenever you're laying down. Okay, this actually seems nice. Oh, there's a little hotel right there. Which I know you're gonna stop that right now. Alright, fine. This is a nice, like, area right here, actually. I'm shocked this is your type of view. Okay. See, I just need some place to relax, and this is the only place I can think of. So, don't get too excited. Well, I mean, definitely a step up. I can see why you chose this. Why are y'all getting louder? What even is that? I think frogs, maybe? Frogs. Frogs make that noise. And they stopped. Okay. Why am I not shocked? Why am I not shocked? Of course they would stop. Well, good news is the rain seems to be lining up a tiny bit, so it's getting just slightly chillier. You feel like heading back to the house? You know, that depends. How long have we been out here for? I came over here around October. Well, our group didn't come over here, though. Yeah, but don't mind the woods, right? Well, it's a nice place to hide out. Sure, I'll take it. With all the tires. And what is that? Clearly they didn't clean up over here. Who's cleaning up this area? I mean, you could at least attempt. At least. And what kind of beaver dam is this? See, look, they definitely have something back here. There's an orange line right here. Some people are back here, like who? Well, anybody. I wonder, what's the opening for over here like? Well, there's a little stream right there. It's pretty noisy over there too. Did we like ever solve the mystery on why it's so noisy over there? Well, there's a highway. And yeah, that's about it. There's just a highway. Over across from here. Okay, well, there's a little road, and then there's a highway. There's Livingston Road over there. No, Livingston Road is down there. I think Livingston Road is beyond here, and then beyond that, that's the highway. What's that highway called? Hold on. Okay, so beyond here, the road right here is Livingston Road, and then the highway beyond that road is Indian Head Highway. Okay. Oh, we're going further. Why not? No one's gonna mind that much, right? Well, I mean, you're in luck because I can't really see anything, so. How would that be in luck? Well, you seem to have a fear of coming back here. I don't have a fear, it's just that why do we need to come over here? That's what I was questioning. So, you offered. You know what? Fine, you're right, I did offer. I just said, why not? Why come down here? Since I can't really see anything, I can't navigate my way through there. Yeah, there's no point. And, never really answered my question. How long have we been out here? Well, back when you asked me that, it's been 7 minutes. It's been 3 minutes now, so it's been 10 minutes. You like stopping here? So I can go rest. Will I get blasted by the wind? That seems like it. Well, is this too bad? It's not bad, nah. I'll say we can handle this. This is still kind of wet, though. And sea level's gonna be rising. Sea levels will stay rising, huh? Nice. So for any anniversary movie, we're just not gonna do like games, right? Besides Minecraft. Why do they get... Don't ask me. Don't ask. I guess we already had our... I guess we already had our... I think we had 2 anniversaries. It was... I guess so, sure. FNAF games and the whole 2-hour-long movie, sure. But really? Minecraft has had, like, well, if you take account... I'm sitting down, hold on. Not gonna lie, you sound weird. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you got, like, nasal allergies. Let's take into account all of the anniversary movies we had. This channel and the main one combined. Minecraft has had, like, 3. Right now, it'll be 4. This May, it'll be 4. Today's March. Yeah, okay, well, we're in March. This comes out in April, so yeah. In May, this will be 4 for them, so... If anything, we've had more than them, so... Okay, I guess, yeah, this has just been multiple games for us, so... I'd say they can do whatever they feel like. Yeah, what I'm really focused on is Fortnite. The llamas, yeah. I'm really more focused on them. What are they gonna do? The same thing we always do. Film, pretty much, yeah. Also, if you needed like another depiction of how this state's weather usually is, why is it hot? Why is it hot? Like, it was February not too long ago, and I was freezing it, and now it's hot. You'd be like, yeah, you remember that ice storm y'all had in January of 2026? Yeah, forget that ever happened. Kind of hard to forget about it because you left us in the ice age for about like 2.5 weeks. So, not really the easiest thing to forget. Yeah, but they say, hey, let's try to forget about it and just focus on the nice warmth right here. And hopefully by that time, the ice would have all melted and it would have just all been one big fever dream. One long-ass fever dream. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks, y'all. Well, the good news is we can walk now. I mean, sure. Some good news. Feel like going down there or actually like exploring the neighborhood? Whenever you mention that, we gotta go down there. Come on now. It's just a nice little scenery. So it's a mixture of plains and highway. Okay, gotcha. I don't mean to alarm you, but yeah, I saw it. No way we can sneak though, because this is very loud. My question is, was that a fish? A frog? It was something. And I see the geese aren't back yet. Oh, of course the geese aren't back. They're never gonna come back. Not unless it's cold over here. Or you know what? Not even when it's cold. We're in October too. Jeez. Did the snow clean it up or something like that? Well, clearly, probably. There's something. Because now I can see the bottom. Wasn't like that before. Wow. Oh, man, I love this scenery. if we can make it back there, would you say we could do another Forest of Doom series? See, about that, there was something. I saw that. See, I don't know. We were all like expecting it. We even like hinted at, yeah, but that's when we thought there was a way to get over here. Well, there is a way. We're just not crossing this. And I don't think anybody has that big of a leap to make it over there. That mud is definitely not gonna help, so probably not. Bro, I've been in this state for like 5 years. You? 6. Around 6. Okay, so why am I still not used to this yet? Well, to be fair, at least well, you say 5 years, even though you've been in Florida for about like 3 of those years, so I guess so, sure. Yeah, so probably not. Maybe that's probably the reason, but I've been here during the pandemic, before the pandemic, and even around 2019, so I think that's probably why I'm a little bit more susceptible to this weather, because honestly, if I was someone else that just came to this state, I'll say around February, I'd be confused too, because like, wasn't it just freezing like not too long ago? Now it's hot as hell. What's going on? Like, what's going on? Hold on, what's the temperature? I think the highest it says is supposed to be like 50 something degrees. 50? This is 50? Yeah, well, that's lack of wind. And that's about it, just lack of wind. Okay, that's some tomfoolery if I've ever heard any. Yeah, I just don't really feel like a 50. Hold on, what does it actually feel like? You wanna know why it doesn't feel like a 50 something? Why? Because it's actually 61. Yep, it went up while we were out here. What was it at before? Well, let's just say a couple minutes ago, I looked at it and it said like 53, 58. A couple minutes ago. You mean to tell me we gained like 4 degrees? It's like 3 degrees, bro. We gained 3 degrees. Okay. That's a squirrel. You mean that was a squirrel? I haven't seen a deer lately. Yeah, me neither. This one's possible. No, it's not. I mean, it could be, like I said. You need to have like strong hops in order to get over there. Then it would be possible. But at the moment, it probably isn't. So, bro, what is it in these geese treating this like it's a public shitting ground, bro? Look at this shit. Yeah, I know. I see it. Like, why? This has always been them. This has always been them, right? I mean, yeah, but come on. It just still doesn't... It still doesn't compute. Like, why they come over here just to treat this entire place like they told it, huh? There's really no point in it, but it is what we got to deal with. So, what's the point in complaining, huh? I mean, it's the geese, the Canadian geese. You trying to fight them? Hell no. Exactly. So, you might as well. What's the next video for this one's going to be? Well, since I'm pretty sure Barbara and Brayden are coming with us, I'm assuming they are next. And then after that, it's a toss-up. It means a toss-up. Well, it's a toss-up because, well, on one hand, kind of want to let the younglings go first, but on the other hand, we should probably, like, pave the path. You know what I'm saying? Well, didn't we do that last time? It was more so just like a big brother journey for the both of us, so. Well, that was during the Brothers movie, so that probably explains why. So, sure, why not? See, this is... Okay, I'll give Florida some credit because I don't think the Canadian geese go down there. Well, they do have geese. Yeah, just not the Canadian geese. Not the amount of... At least in our area, we didn't see as much geese, so we could just walk on the grass whenever we feel like it. Up here, no, not so much. Not so much, because it actually gets cold up here, so they're allowed to stay up here, so... Yeah, not so much. Ain't that fun. Did they go to Virginia, too? Did you see any? Well, while we were at Alexandria, we saw some, but that was around, like, the waterfront area, so... I'll say they can go at some places in Virginia. Since VA is, like, more southern. Probably not. They come back here? I highly doubt they came back here. There's no way they did. That'd be being petty now. That'd be being extremely petty. Should probably watch out for the deer poop. Oh yeah, probably so. Hope they don't get too mad at us for leading the way. There's no way they can. No way. It'd be insane if they say, you know what? I hate y'all for, leading the path, even though we've done that before. Okay, that's a stick. Oh my gosh, I don't like walking in the grass up here. You should probably stop. Yeah, you just need to navigate out of here. Seems like it was just yesterday, huh? Just a whole mountainous ice. Yeah, we're gonna say ice because that's not snow. You've already established that it wasn't snow. Just a whole mountain of ice right there. And now it's gone. I'm gonna actually enjoy this place now. Yeah, that came out, you know what? You don't even... There be another plane? Okay. Leading the way, huh? Hey, look, we've done this before. You'll remember May of 2024? You'll remember that Brothers Holiday? I think y'all should grow accustomed to that. But why say it like that? Because that's what it is. Is it not? Ooh. This is a nice breeze. That's so muddy. The people were coming in to work on something. I don't know what, but they were coming to work on something. That's why it's all muddy. Yeah, I do like this breeze. That's why I like spring over summer, really. It's not too hot in the spring. That depends on when it wants to be. I don't know why we gotta get... You saw that weather, right? Yeah, it said 81 one of the days. And it went down to 79. Like, yeah, that's a bit too much. A bit too much. We just got out of the ice age. At least let us adjust. Like, Jesus. Let us adjust a little bit. I see it's almost been 12 minutes. Huh? Yeah, it's almost been 12 minutes. What you mean almost been 12 minutes? We're barely doing anything. Yeah, that's what happens. I guess. Sure. This is why I don't like... Okay, you better watch your mouth before you say something you're going to regret. And then that's why I did. Let me filter my words. What I mean to say is... Could y'all not take up too much time? They were just talking about how they're going to be the leaders. You know what? Okay. I mean, we have done that before. Yeah, but why must you take up so much time just explaining that? We could have gotten that in like 2 seconds, maybe. Could have been like, hey, we're leading, moving on. But no, they didn't want to do that. All right then. So that's the end, right? It doesn't have to be. Although, yeah, it's probably gonna be fine. We don't have much time to be out anyway, so might as well. Not sure what that is. Or why it's making that dog go off. And it's still going, okay. You know what, we're not here for that. We're here to have a nice, good old twin sibling outing. Hey Barbara, I think they saw us coming. You think? What gave you that idea? Yeah, there they go. I guess a couple of them didn't get the memo. Up now I got the memo, okay. There's one right here. That guy's taking his time and he made it. Yo, this water, yo. Are you expecting clean water? I was expecting not this much algae, I'll say that. Oh, there's more, gotcha. Oh, look, there's one right there. And he made it in. Shocking there's none over here. What's happening over there? I think they're doing some with the roads. With this road too? It's all the roads over here in Fort Washington getting a redo. Said you wanted to come over here last time, right? Yep. Mainly because I saw this. It's like running water, huh? Ooh, and this is much better. Much better weather. Yeah. I mean, walking now will be a pain because now I'm sweating. Oh, that's the con. Gotta walk for a little bit. Maybe get a little bit hyper and then all the sweat comes out. You are obsessed with that. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Alright, just a reminder that after us comes the older folk. You're okay with that, right? As long as you guys aren't like doing too much, defying too much. You know what I mean. You know how older siblings are. You need to be a little more specific. Like, how do I put it? You don't need to put it, fine. I'll do my best. You'll do your best. I mean, I can't promise anything, but I will do my best. Can't say the same for everybody else, though, so you'll have to keep your hopes on me instead. You good with that? I would much more prefer if, we all didn't have our self-esteem destroyed. Okay, we're not that mean. Come on now. Yeah, but now you're just being dramatic for no reason at all. There's fish in here? Yeah, there's one right there, look. Up, you can't see it. Well, he's right there. They cannot see that. I know. I'm trying my best. You're trying. I can't. It's hard to look at them when the water is just murky. Also, by the way, this is a golf course. Yeah, I just realized that. That's why there were all these holes right there. Oh, that's what these are. And the fact that somebody's literally in a golf court over there. Now I realize, this is a golf course. That's why. That's what this path is. That's why there's a lot of holes here. And they clearly didn't finish this. What does that say? Carts on paths only. Oh, okay, yeah. So we're right now trespassing. Right now we're trespassing. Great. And they're doing stuff over there, so getting out of here is going to be a pain in the ass. I wouldn't say that. Was it a pain in the ass to get over here? Not really, but yeah. Okay, is there like other ways to get out of here besides over there? Probably not. Maybe through there. That's the only other way I can guess, but I'm not walking all the way over there. So back over here it is. This is the pain in the ass journey you were talking about. I'm telling you right now. Not quite a good time because, well, you got people coming from behind. And I have to look multiple ways. Well, you got to do that while you're crossing the street. What are you talking to me like I'm a child? Well, clearly, you don't seem to grasp that you always got to look multiple ways when you're crossing the street. Okay, but when I'm walking... All right, let me put it in a different way. I got to hop on people's yard, hop off their yard when someone's coming this way. Yeah, well, they're directing you towards the yard, so... You don't understand my pain, do you? I was walking with you. I would surely know what you're going through. We're thinking about the sweating part. Well, like I said, that's the con of just walking in this weather. In this case, like more so, what would it be? Well, just that, walking. How do you... Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we have time to venture down there and come back? I'd say so. And they don't get out until like 3:10. And even then, they still kind of don't get out. So, I don't see why walking down there and then coming back would be a terrible idea. Unless that's what you feel like doing. Yeah. See, I enjoy down there, but clearly that's for golf residents, so unfortunately that's our one and only time. But not one and only time. Well, that's our second and final time going over there. Why do I smell smoke? Y'all bastards be smoking in the school zone? Okay. Why are you expecting people to actually be considerate of schools? That's a good question. We got speedsters over here in this road. And then niggas not knowing how to... Stop there. Yeah, let me stop. Because I don't think cursing in school grounds will make me any better. It wouldn't, so let's calm down. Alright, fine. But I mean, seriously though, why smoke in a school? You know what? Why am I expecting courtesy? We shouldn't. At least not in this daggone county. Oh boy. That's a swamp. Really? You got frogs over here too? And how often do you even get to use that pond? I think we have to just stop going to places. And hold on. I feel like we should figure out what, like, when we go to a place and film it, like film ourselves in a new area, and we have access to do it again. I feel like we should, the first time we go there, we should know which movie it's going to be a part of. And then, yeah, I know where you're coming from. That just feels weird because first time we went over there was, well, the first time we went over there, it's going to be included in the Minecraft movie, which is May. This comes out in April, so this is just going to be weird that we're saying we've been here twice, even though I understand where you're coming from. But unfortunately, we can't really go back and do that, so yeah, we fresh out of luck, which is upsetting because trying to kind of make things a little bit more coherent. You've told me multiple times that people on this channel are really never coherent. Yeah, but I kind of want to change that a little bit. It's kind of hard to do that when we literally can't structure a video properly. I guess in that case, that won't really matter all that well, no will it? So anyway, we've been sitting here for about like 3.5 hours, and we haven't even been down there yet. Ain't that fun? I really do think we can go down there and then come back up here. And these niggas still wouldn't be out of school yet. I thought you were... Oh, you couldn't curse around the school zone. Okay, this isn't... So you can, but I can't. Well... Shut up. Oh, come on, guys. Jesus. Car's all banged up. You really think we can walk down there and come back over here? I mean... What is it like? I don't think it should take us more than 10 minutes. You actually want to try that? I kinda do. Depends on where we're going. What do you mean where we're going? You're the one that wanted to do it. Alright, fine. I'll say... See, I'm iffy on the market, though. That market is definitely not going to take less than 10 minutes. I can guarantee you that. Especially since we're going to be waiting on people to come this way and come that way. Like, across the street, that should take us at least a couple minutes, because whenever someone leaves, someone else just has to start bombing down that way. Bombing down this way. Except for right now, so I guess in this case, your little adventure can actually work. And if it doesn't, well, if it doesn't, then I guess we can just head straight for the stream and try to find a way down there. Why do you want to go places? Well, because it's spring and I like the spring, okay? Let me explore the spring a little bit. Okay, the real question is, will it take 5 minutes back, like down and back? Because if not, then I don't think we can do that. See, look how clean that, see, look how clear that water is. Look how clean that water is, and he has the nerve to ask me why I do this. Because look, the spring is just nice. I love the spring. Because you see nice scenery like this. Look at this. The only real question is there a way to get over here? That doesn't look like you're trying to rob someplace. Doesn't look like trespassing. I mean, the axolotls came over here. I don't think this should be that bad. You know, it'd be a miracle if we didn't get arrested from your antics. Oh, will you hush? Quit being so dramatic. Being so dramatic? You're doing everything that probably constitute as trespassing. What are we trespassing, huh? There? What, is Pennywise gonna be upset with me? I don't think so, so. This should be alright. Alright, where are we going anyway? Where will we be going anyway? See, with that, unfortunately, I don't have an answer. And the fact that it's kind of hard to walk right here. So, I don't know. So we came all the way down here. Well, it wasn't for no reason, I can tell you that much. But before you get all high and mighty, just know that this wasn't for no reason. Well, okay. Whatever you say. Sure thing there. Well, don't get upset. You can still do things. Like what? Stand here and enjoy the nice, clear water. Water's pretty clear, right? I mean, yeah, it does look pretty nice, but not standing here in this one area while my ankles start to cramp because they're in an angle and I have the sun beaming down on my neck, okay? I don't want to have that happen. All right, fine. To quit your whining, we'll leave. Got it. So this is where we're starting at, clearly. Okay. So this is where we're going to be starting at. When you said lead, I thought we was going to continue to lead the neighborhood. There's no way we're just filming an entire video in just one part of this part of the area, right? Okay, but like seriously though, at least give me a heads up next time. Then I'll probably be a little bit more prepared. What is this? That used to be a phone. Looks like it. Who tore that out? Easy, everybody. Somebody, yeah, I don't know. Would that not be useful? Clearly not, because they said, nah, that don't need to be here. Why would it need to be here, huh? I mean, it's not like anybody has an emergency. Just don't have an emergency at this time. Oh, yeah, great. We'll try not to. Would have thought, like, I don't know, maybe Waldorf or something like that. You really think people are going to be driving all the way down to Waldorf? Come on now, be realistic. We've done it before. I thought today would be no different. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff is changing. We're in a new month. It's March, so, yeah. Hey, maybe maybe the younglings will try to go down there tomorrow. How come they get to go tomorrow, but we got to stay? You know, okay. What, you got a problem with this guy? No, it's just that. See, when you say no, I'm kind of doubting you because, well, you seem to be complaining quite a bit. I'm not complaining. It's just that maybe give me a little heads up whenever we're switching areas from now on, because I've never been over here. So, all right, we'll ask someone who has been over here. Like VR Freddy. Pretty sure he's been over here. Been over here before? Yeah. We made a little pit stop around here after coming back from VA. So I'll say yeah. How do you get to VA? Well, apparently the harbor is all the way down there, so just go around there. Hey, another way to get another way to get to VA. Oh, did we have a movie in like less than an hour? I know, I'm just asking. With them loud ass trucks. I'm just asking. I haven't really checked yet, so I gotta check that in a little bit. But in the meantime, let's try to get away from the highway, because these fools can't slow down to save their own life. I mean, like, literally. I had like 2 niggas speeding now over here, bro. Like, how y'all speeding? There's no point in speeding. I mean, look at the rough neighborhood we're looking at. Yeah, see. I wouldn't call it rough. Yeah, but it's not pretty. I'm not surprised a bunch of people just start, using their gas pedal. Like that guy, for instance. Is it that serious? Dang. And that, you see what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I do. This might sound weird, but can we not refer to them as younglings? Because I feel like that just sounds like a slur. Youngling sounds like a slur. I know it sounds weird, but it kind of does. Barb, the amount of times I've seen you, I don't know you too well, but it feels like you would just randomly use the word dyke for some reason. Wow, okay. So you're just going to randomly say that? What, because I'm a lesbian? Wow, okay. Gotcha. What? You're acting like that's the most heinous thing we've ever said. I mean, we've been using the word faggot too many times. So, I don't see how dyke is any worse. I mean, sure. I know you literally used the word fag too. Stop it. Hey, Olive, can you do me a favor and just not degrade me in front of everybody? Degrade you, bitch, please. We've been degrading ourselves every single day during Pride Month and like before that. So what you mean, don't degrade you? How? All right, tell me, how am I degrading you? You called me a D word. You called me that. Okay, I didn't call you that. I said you would seem like the person that would just randomly shout that. How? What do you mean, how? I have no... In the times we've interacted, you just seem like that type of person. Wow. You going off the basis of my personality then, huh? Kinda, yeah. I don't know how else I would take that, but... yeah, that seems like you. Well, you know what? I can't even, like... I'd like to say you're fully wrong, but... so you would randomly shout that. Well, I mean, I wouldn't randomly shout faggot to somebody. You said it while you were on a date with Luna. Stop lying. All right, fine. That doesn't mean I'm just randomly shouting out other slurs, though, right? Okay, maybe, but look. Look, as long as we're the thing we're... I shouldn't have to explain that. So you kind of do, because, well... At least, like, educate me on yourself. How about that? All right, well... I'm not that type of person, okay? So calm down. I'm taking a nice interest in this Barbara character now, huh? I mean, like, y'all were already like dropping slurs left and right for that second movie y'all did. Honestly, it was very uncalled for, but I don't know. That's just us. Like, I really don't know why we specifically had to start dropping so many slurs. Like, why are we using the hard R, huh? Why do we need to use that? You're asking me like I know. I don't know either. Okay, there's just random people just dropping random stuff. So we're just going to try to distance ourselves from that at the moment. That came and go. So let's try to talk more positive. Like how? Well, for starters, how we're exploring new places on this channel. That's some good news, right? This is new. I mean, granted, you guys already like explored not Annapolis, oh my gosh, Alexandria, yeah, there it is. Y'all explored that already, so... In fact, y'all made like a 20-minute video on that, which was about to be a special. It was going to be a special, but then we were like, I don't really think so. I don't think we should make it a special. Well, we could just... Shockingly enough, they were both... It all came down to 20 minutes, so 10 minutes on one movie and 10 minutes on another movie. It was foolproof, and luckily our movie came out first before the Thanksgiving movie, so that's good. That's good at least. We make too many videos where we're going to one place, and we're not going to go back into that. It's just hard. It's hard to explain, but I'm sure Brayden and Barbara tried to explain it, and it's just very hard to explain. Back on positivities, our movie starts in about like 12 minutes, so 12 minutes? Not 12, 8 minutes, or 7, depending on how long we've been sitting here. And it's about to start in 8 minutes, or 7, and I'm excited for that. All right, cool, but unfortunately that movie theater is empty. Man, this theater's always empty. It's kind of why I like Waldorf a little bit better, because at least you know you're not going to go into an empty theater. But I guess, hey, this one's also pretty nice, because we're in a new area. Trying to explore PG County a little bit more. We've explored Waldorf way too many times. Not as long as you guys, though. Oh, yeah, we explored it. We've been all over Charles County. Like, all over, I mean, like, to a lot of places. Mainly Waldorf. Bro, this place is surrounded by deputies. Okay, you're exaggerating that. Okay, I am, maybe, but look, bro. Surrounded. Look, there's a guy right down there. I mean, like, deputies all over the place. Now, what's this building right here? Hey, we really got to explore the DMV area a lot more. You think? I'm starting to like it here. I'm starting to like it in this area. You remember, I remember my Christmas counterparts went over to Alexandria again for the FNAF 2 movie. They enjoyed that, huh? It was during the Christmas era. Like, what was it, the 5th? When did it come out? The 5th. Oh, yeah, so it was the 5th. Let me tell you, them subways. They said it was like the DMV area. It was the metro area. Honestly, living next to that, though. Yeah, living next to it, that would probably be a nightmare because just listening to a bunch of subways coming out of nowhere. So, probably not living, but visiting, that would be nice. Mainly exploring. Which is why I kind of like PG County. Part of the DMV area. At Lexington. Oh my gosh, okay. Next time I want to try to visit Virginia's DMV area next a little more. Didn't you already go to Alexandria? Yes. But like a little bit more, like Fairfax, Arlington, around those areas? Okay, fine. I can see where you're coming from, but like, can we stick to one state, please? Don't worry, I will. Like, before we move on to Virginia, shouldn't we like go to Montgomery first? I guess. Sure. You ladies calm down now? Yeah. We came to an agreement that Barbara's gonna stop using slurs and shit. Okay, what about you, huh? Didn't you? I said you seem like the person that would. Okay, that still counts as using it. So I guess you guys haven't stopped yet. Alright, you know what? We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna stop right here and try to enjoy a nice little older sibling outing, because I feel like the younglings won't. See, I see the younglings that really got into your head, huh? So it does sound derogatory. I never said it did. I'm just saying, after you said something, now I can't get that out of my head. Great job. Thanks a lot. But I highly doubt they'll be as chaotic as us. Chaotic? I don't call this chaotic. Yeah, it's just you and I. You and I bickering and battering. Yeah, I would like that to stop, please. So if you could just not be a little goody two-shoes for a little bit. How am I? I'm not going to entertain you anymore. Good. Because that's how arguments start. Because you can't handle your ego getting destroyed. See, now that's you. Okay. Now that's you. Alright, fine. I'll stop. Fine. Unrelated note, though. If we can continue this whole routine, I'm not going to depict what routine it is, because it might backfire. I don't want to jinx myself on. Nope. So, if we continue this routine right here, maybe you guys can finally get a Bisexuality Day movie then, huh? Yeah, we were actually kind of robbed of that. I'm a little upset. Honestly, oh, Jesus. Yeah, crash into each other. Making the PG County experience, all of that better, huh? I'm actually a little pissed about that. I'm very pissed about that. It pissed me off with that. We done got robbed of our own movie, bro. Could have been a special, but no. It just had to just be canceled. Just like that. So, yeah, I'm a little mad. Yeah, so, which is why it's some good news that we're sticking to a routine that's kind of working. And if we continue with that routine, it should work out all the better. Depends. How long do y'all want this movie to be? This movie? Oh, no, y'all movie. Okay, well, since asexuality had 2 hours, pansexuality had just under 2 hours. What do you think in 2 hours again? See, I don't know. There's a lot of people. I mean, granted, the Aces don't manage to do their movie, so maybe 2 hours can work. It's maybe 2 hours. It's not like we haven't done 2 hours before. As a matter of fact, the asexual movie, 4th of July, and what was the other one? I think it was Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. All of them was 2 hours long. What's stopping ours from being 2 hours long? Or maybe this movie. Who knows? Maybe this movie could be 2 hours long. Depends on how long these parts are. Well, considering the fact that we've been going for like 2 minutes, I'll just say 2 minutes. That's not shouldn't be short at all. Should be pretty long. I think we can continue that. You expect us to continue that? Maybe. Wait, they got chairs right here? Oh, these bastards. Now you can sit down? Okay, well, I mean, movie's about to start anyway, so what's the point? Yeah, but, like, you can sit down now. Does it really matter? It's 1:20. They said the movie starts at 1:20, but, are we really missing anything other than the ads for the trailers of movies? That sounded right? Yes. Okay, other than the ads for the trailers of some movies? Probably not. So, I mean, the trailers usually be looking nice. Yeah, but I guarantee there's that one time where the movie actually starts at this specific time and it's just like we're just missing like 2 minutes of it. Well, it's just 2 minutes. Get those 2 minutes back. Not like we're missing vital information unless everybody decides to explain the plot in like the first 2 minutes. In which case, why would y'all do that? That just seems like a waste of time, but I don't think we're missing anything. We should be fine. Besides, I need to head to the bathroom real quick once we get in there, so we were gonna miss it anyway. So we would have you to blame. Why am I the victim? Why am I the villain? Well, like, what is y'all beef with me? Well, just for starters, like, you really gonna take Olivia in this one? You really gonna back her up with this? I know her slightly longer than I know you, so probably. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I see where y'all favoritism is. Okay. Oh, sure. Man, we ain't even need a jacket. You say that like we have a jacket. I know. I'm just saying we ain't even need a jacket. I mean, having one feels nice. It does, but who be doing that? Why are we doing that? Okay, yeah, this is cleaned up. This one cleaned up a little bit. By cleaned up, I mean, you see it cleared up. There it is. That's the word I meant. Cleared up. This reminds me of that. That's a wasp. He trying to swing. And he can't even do it. Up. Too bad. Sucks to be him, huh? Sucks to be his ass. I like this. What he doing? Why is it blurring on him? Are you serious? Hey. He trying to swing. No, like I said, it sucks to be his ass. Just hating on wasps. Wasps are assholes. So excuse me. I wonder, can we come back here? Well, yes, the question is, do we need to come back here? Well, I would like to explore some new places. You can't really do that if the area we're in is like 85% woods. I feel like that statistic is a little too low or a little too hot. Low? Yes, it's low. Okay, fine. 90%. Jesus. Oh, it's stuck. Well, that's fun. Wow, y'all are loud. What the? Oh, those are buzzards. Ah, okay. That's why their wings were a little bit noisier. Or them flapping their wings was a little bit louder. Yo! We probably gonna have to walk over there just to be able to listen or like find the frogs, even though they're gonna jump in the water. But just listen. And I stopped because of course I did. So it really is just Olivia and I that aren't twins. Gotcha. Hey, look, we couldn't help being twins, okay? I'm pretty sure everybody else couldn't help being twins either, so get mad at the creator, I guess? I don't know. Why are we out here yelling at us? Does it seem like I'm yelling at you? Well, you seem a little upset at the fact that you and Olivia might be outcasts, even though you guys aren't, because this is a siblings holiday. Well, at the moment it isn't, but this is a siblings movie, so you guys kind of aren't an outcast. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah, but it seems like you're a little upset. And let me tell you, don't be upset that you don't have a twin, because it's not really too special. You just sometimes look alike, sometimes sound alike, and sometimes have the same interests. That is if you really just feel like doing the copy and paste stereotype, which Barbara and I are not doing, so yeah, I can tell. Besides her being more furrier than you, and the differences in personalities, you can say that. So yeah, just Don't act like it's anything too special. I'm not going to say the first day of spring because officially it isn't, even though this is like, what, 70 degrees out today? So, I guess so, sure. But I will say it is daylight saving time. So I guess we could say the first thing is something. That's probably why the weather's so warm. It's probably because it's daylight saving time. Yeah, even though it's practically spring. I feel like spring should start a little earlier. And so does winter. But you know what? Whoever was in charge of the weather, or like in charge of the seasons, I think we should probably do a hard update in the world right now. And start with the seasons, because why does winter start in late December? And then you got spring starting in late March. You know what? I shouldn't ask. We're not going to get a hard update in the world just yet. By hard update, I mean just an update of the world just yet. But I feel like we're kind of lacking. Looks like a soccer game going on. Reminds me of those soccer games they would have every Saturday week. Knew he was going to do it again. I knew I would do it again. Knew I would get the neighborhood wrong, but I know. I remember. It's Lancaster. I'm going to say that again. Lancaster. I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't remember that. I keep mistaking Lancaster for another. Well, there's that deer dookie that I was talking about in y'all video. Yep. Again, it's Lancaster. You remember those Saturday games they would have at Lancaster? I remember. I think that was in one of the bisexual movies, right? Yeah. Just casually just chilling out by the playground while the soccer game was going on. Do you think we could just walk over there and just relax there? Yeah, we could, but I don't know. This area just seems a little different. Like, there's not a big playground. There's not multiple of them. Yeah, that's probably the reason. Because you remember Lancaster Playground? There was 3 in one area? 3 behind the Ladybug Playground? That's 4. That's 4 playgrounds in one area. We are trespassing the hell out of these forests. Oh, well, boo-hoo. What do you mean, boo-hoo? This is literally trespassing. Well, right now I'm not getting arrested, so you about to get us arrested. They catch this, you about to get us arrested. Yeah, well, you can continue documenting the crime. Until then, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm seeing a lot of cats in this area too, so why would... Fine. You stop being a pussy about it, fine. Okay, so not wanting to get prosecuted is being a pussy. Got it. I'm gonna try to enjoy the outdoors. I thought we were all excited to be outside. Yeah, but not when it costs that. Okay? Well, we're not really disturbing it. We're not... Alright, whatever you say. Yo, these birds... these birds just be making any sort of noise. What is that one? You hear that one? Yeah, one that sounds like a firework going off? Yeah. Or it's shooting up. A firework shooting up, yeah. Then he started making other noises. I don't know where he is, but clearly these birds just be making any noise, huh? Hey, Brady, is there a reason why you had to bring the convicted felon with us? Oh, fuck off. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, they're trespassing, so, is yes. Yes, he is. I'm a what? Well, considering the fact that she called me a pussy, I'm assuming you probably are as well. For not wanting to get prosecuted, that's what I'm talking about. Why is that a problem? Y'all came out here to have a good time, right? You know what? I guess we all have different definitions of the word fun then, huh? Clearly. You know what? Since I'm destroying the imaginary legacy you guys have, how about we just come far away and just go into a place where I can guarantee you it's not a law to Well, I guess just travel places. What legacy are you talking about? Well, considering the fact that no matter what I do, apparently we can get arrested. So what if I just come down here? Nah, what? Problem is, I don't even think I can come down here. We already went down there. I think we need to go down there again. This has been like the 80th time we come down here. Now you... Yeah, I'll be saying I'm exaggerating. What do you mean 80th? You know what that means. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Why? Why does it do this? Stop. Is that water flowing faster? Only one way to find out, huh? I'm not going down there. All right, suit yourself. As a matter of fact, I don't even think that terrain is even enough. All right, whatever you say. I don't know why we keep thinking we can cross the street properly. We can't. I guess it's probably because whenever we're still in the neighborhood, we're like... I guess because whenever we're still near in the neighborhood, getting ready to exit, you know, by that stop sign, right? Yeah. And that crosswalk, is that what you mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, somehow whenever we're there, I can't say rarely, but it's uncommon for a car to stop. And like, it's uncommon for cars to not come anywhere. And for some reason, once we leave that neighborhood, all of a sudden, once that guy leaves, here comes another one bombing down the street. Same thing applies over there. What the hell is happening? Why is it whenever we leave the neighborhood, then everybody's like, all right, time to go outside. Time to go out and drive around for a little bit. You make it seem like that we're upset about that. I'm not upset about the people driving. People got to drive to get places, okay? That's how people be getting stores, from the stores, getting food and stuff, going to jobs. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that it happens whenever we're outside of the neighborhood. Like, if we're going to keep cars coming down the street and that... See, look at this. Now, all of a sudden, after I'm done that rant, now there's nobody coming, okay? Well, we're already over here. Yeah, so there's no point. Literally no point. Like, the thing I'm getting at is, like, why is it whenever we're in the neighborhood and about to cross the street over to the school, there's rarely any cars coming? The second we step out here, then everybody wants to come out. It don't be making any sense. You know, I feel like ever since we had that winter storm, I'm just been getting nervous and more nervous about summer. Oh, you just know they about to put our ass on blast. It's going to be hot as hell. Hopefully, it's not going to be like last summer. Like last summer, I don't think we're going to be able to top a 99. Though, granted, it probably will, considering the fact that the ice is still here. I wouldn't be shocked, and we'd probably just be even more depressed than we already are. Great. Dealing with the heat wave, getting burnt to death, while also being simultaneously depressed. That would be nice. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I really do hope that does not happen. I don't think the universe is that evil. I mean, unless they give us another 2022. Oh, don't even remind me of 2022. Yeah, unless they give us that, I guess we can try not to be so pessimistic. Yeah, that's kind of hard with this state's weather. You be optimistic that it can be a nice day for like once. Then the second you get optimistic, the second you have like one good day, and then maybe another good day right after that. Yep. So it's kind of easy to be kind of pessimistic about the weather since this weather is extremely bipolar. Yeah, but I mean, we could still try to be optimistic, right? Right. I guess so, sure. I feel like we should head back now. Why? Because it's been like 13 minutes. Bullshit! I promise you I'm not. How did that happen again? That's a good question. How did that happen again? How are we lasting this? You know what? I shouldn't keep asking. I really shouldn't keep asking. I'm not going to get no answers from this. Like, what is this? What you mean it's already been like 13 minutes? Well, at the moment, it's been actually not 14 minutes yet, but it will be in a second. And like 5 seconds, it'll be like 14 minutes. Are you kidding me? I'm being dead serious with you. I don't know how we keep doing that. We just keep losing track of time. So there's that. All right, yeah, that's fun. Cool. Well, now I know how I'm gonna start this off. Listening to a loud plane flying above our heads. And people screaming. Great. No, it feels a little upsetting considering the fact that it's now turned into spring weather, and we're wasting that inside. Okay, you feel like going out? Well, I would like to enjoy the weather. So, kinda, yeah. Okay, are you up to it? Up to date at the moment? You know what? I'll say yeah, since it is pretty nice out. So, yeah, we might as well, but I don't think it can just be us two again this time, right? No, of course not. That's why I'm inviting Olivia and Caroline out. You know what? That works. Hi, back again, are we? Oh, I mean, feel like continuing the beef? I mean, we can if you want to. But let's start by walking over here, because no one has came over here yet. And that's probably why, because it's still kind of moist over here. How? What? Oh, my gosh. You know what? Whatever. Oh, boy. Yeah, you see why I wanted to come out here? Yeah, I see now. Okay. Just want to enjoy that nice spring weather. Well, hey, look, it's better than staying in the house all day, isn't that? See, if only Carol had that same attitude. Which, unfortunately, she does not, so. I'm going to take a second to process all that. Because, first of all, where the hell were y'all at? We were walking this. We took our precious time walking over here. And then we stepped right here. And, okay. Gotcha. Okay. They were observing, see what we were doing while we couldn't see them. Cool. Yeah, we see y'all. Y'all not slick. Go on about y'all day. We ain't doing nothing. The hell is y'all looking at? Y'all can go. You know, I forgot. I ain't even say what I was trying to say. What were you trying to say? Well, on top of the deer just blending in, and they still staring at me. Great, nice. On top of the deer blending in, I was saying I heard some geese in the near distance. So I wonder where they are. They're probably either down there or down there. Since for some odd reason there's just geese here. I mean, there are some water. There's a little stream this way. Okay, and well, we have frogs this way. Oh yeah, that's no question. Why are you coming this way? This is just gonna be all about the deer, clearly, because y'all just out here just blending in. Can't even see y'all. Okay. I wonder, what's a can't think of the word. Great. So you guys chose a great time and a great day. Right now. I mean, if we would have came out earlier today, you probably would have sweat to death. It is March. There's no way we'd have died from a heat stroke. Yeah, well, March has been getting unnaturally warm. And it's only the 10th. So forgive me for yep, there you go. Forgive me for thinking that Forgive me for thinking that. I guess now we can try to steer our attention to where to next, I suppose. market. I wonder, does it have to be in this area specifically? No, but I mean, unless you're willing to tread through there. Ooh, it's a cardinal. Well, I'm willing to. Since you'd like to be up extremely late at night, I thought, you know, for another Minecraft movie part, or for like our movie part, you could just be up all night. Would that even be a good idea? Well, I mean, considering the fact that you love to be up all night, okay, that's an exaggeration. That's not an exaggeration. You like being up late at night. Oh ho ho. See this area right? See, there are the geese. I knew there were geese over here. Y'all still staring at me? No, okay. See, I forgot what I was talking about. You were talking about staying up all night. Oh yeah, that's not really much of an exaggeration. You literally do. Any chance you get. And thanks to you, we done destroyed our sleep schedule. Well, look, I practically did y'all a favor, okay? It's nice being up late at night. And doing what? Exactly are we doing? Something. Okay. Well, how about we make that a movie part? Because I'm pretty sure I can do that as well. There y'all are. You know what? Okay. It's better than doing it alone. This part will literally just be back here, won't it? Would you get mad if it was? I mean, you know what? Fine. I won't be extremely upset. Thank you. Okay, because I kind of want to be back here for a little bit. I don't really have the energy to go all the way down to the market square. I'm saying that right. Market square? Marketplace. Yeah, that. I don't have the energy to be walking all the way down there. Maybe the next people could, but we certainly aren't at the moment, so. You just feel like chilling out right here? I mean, I like the sound of this. So I guess so. And it's a lot more shadier, so. When I mean, you know what I mean by shadier, I know. Can you? Why are you always like this? What do you mean, why am I always like this? Why are you always so miserable? Can you, for once, not just be extremely exaggeratory? Extremely exaggeratory? Bitch, please. All right, fine. See? We were back here. If we weren't back here, we wouldn't be listening to all the nice bird sounds. All the nice bird sounds. You can tell me that's not exaggeratory? Okay, fine. It's one bird, but like, it's one bird plus a couple of cars back down there. Because of the sound of the highway. And maybe the geese if they start their stuff. And possibly the deer when they start trotting through the forest. And the stream. Other than that, you wouldn't get that from walking towards that marketplace now, would you? I guess not. Fine. I just remembered. We could definitely do like a Siblings part for the Minecraft movie. All right. Should we use this one? Oh boy, this terrain is. Oh, that's a bigger opening right there. I don't know. Should we use this? I mean, it's not until May, so what if we do another one on the national holiday? Okay, yeah, that would make more sense. That would be better a little. That'd be a little better. I wonder, is there a way we could just like jump that one? You want to try that? Fair enough, yeah. We're going to stay like this. I'm going to stay over here because I feel like that's just a little more necessary. God damn it, are you kidding me? Well, you can tell, Spring, that we about to get our ass kicked by every living creature. What in the world is that? Is there more deer? Y'all hiding still? You know, I have to say, it is not like barber fruit to be this, I guess, less energetic. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you.
Olivia is not like this either, so definitely something's going on.
I mean, you could just ask. We're both right here. Okay, what's going on? I don't really know how to describe it. I'm just not into it today. I guess that's what I can say. Same goes for you. That's gonna describe me for right now, so sure. I guess we can say that. Okay, well, at least now we have that confirmation. How we solve that problem down there? Easy. Just deal with it. Because I'm pretty sure these guys had to endure the same thing while also being next to a forest multiple times, right? Oh, trust me, don't get me started on that dog. Every time we go into the Forest of Doom, there just needs to be a dog barking because he spotted us. I don't know if that's the same case for those guys over there, but like, seriously. I don't want you to take anything from this, but how would a relationship between you and I work out? How would you think? I have a girlfriend, you know that, right? I can't say that I do yet. Maybe Luna isn't attracted to me yet, but one day you're Luna of all people. Hey, look, yeah, kind of. Okay, we had two. They worked out pretty well, so I'd say you know, in this house, the rule is 3 dates. If they go successfully, then y'all can call each other. Dating. Yes, sure. We'll say that. I'll say that. But why did you ask me that question? I just wanted to know because we both have like the typical banter thing. Okay? Well, Penny and I also have that same thing. The only difference is she's got sexual depraved thoughts, okay? And I don't. Not to her level, so she goes off on tangents. Kinda makes me a little uncomfortable. See, like right there. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is I'm already in a relationship with Penny, so there's your difference. That'd be a weird place to end off, because then that would give her the wrong idea. Maybe if you wouldn't have asked it in the first place. Okay, fine, sorry. I'm just wondering, would that like be the would that be the same thing with Luna and I? I don't know. You have to ask her that. Okay? You'd have to ask her. They ain't got no water. How are we supposed to cool down? Hey, we're gonna find a way. I'm sure we'll find a way. No, seriously, look at this. This is bone dry. This is Savannah. You're exaggerating that. Okay, maybe, but like, see, this little, I mean, like an oasis at least. All right, fine, I guess so. And that down there is not functioning at all either. Huh. They weren't kidding about that. They weren't kidding about the water. Okay. We ain't allowed in there, so we're not even gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, of course you are. But we went in there before. Really? Yeah. Hard-headed ass nigga. I'm sorry, but look. We were able to go in there. I think we can try that again, just to see what's going on. Okay. See, there's water. See, look at that. Water. Right there. Can we get some of that outside? Look at that. A river right there. Can we get some of that outside? Oh, should we even be right here? I don't think so. Oh, boy. I ain't think we're supposed to be in here. We're probably not, because we're not residents. But let me come in here real quick, though. Hold on. Yeah, bro. What? Is this trespassing? I feel like that's something you should have asked me before we walked in here. I told you not to come in here in the first place. Nigga, you're not even listening to me. I'm sorry. Hard-headed ass. I'm sorry. Okay?
Tell you what, we're gonna leave right now.
How does that sound? Yes, please. Guess what? And we think we probably gonna get trespassed. So let me take a look at this real quick. Oh gosh, I smell chlorine. Smell me some chlorine. Yeah, that's probably the water that they're using. Well, I'm pretty sure we can come this way. Pretty sure we can come in here. Yeah, well, we're gonna leave now. Ain't no fun, bro. Ain't no fun at all. Okay, but like, what? Stop. See? Tried locking us in. Look at that sunset. Tried locking us in.
Man, it's too early for this shit.
I know, right? Like, it's the 11th of March. You kidding me?
It's this hot. This ain't happened with us before.
Shoot, April. April was pretty chilly. You guys came in April, right?
Yeah, of 2022.
No, because I remember clearly. We weren't here. We got back here in April of 2022. Okay, yeah, so we did get back. Yeah, so we did get here in April. You were here longer than us, though, right? Yeah, I can tell you right now. I've experienced March of 2020 and March of 2019. I think. I can tell you right now, it wasn't this hot on the 11th. As a matter of fact, it was. I understand. Okay. Why? Just why? Okay? Not to mention there's no water right here, so I can't even, like, pretend to cool off. Pretend to cool off. I can't even say I'm going to. I'm just going to say pretend to. And I'm just going to say, like, pretend to cool off. Because at least when I look in the water, at least I can imagine a breeze and then just gaslight myself into thinking, oh, there we go. There's a nice cold air right there. Pretty sure it actually does that. You see? As long as that's there, that'll be happier. But no water right there, no water over there. In fact, that resort is just hogging all the water. One of these days, we gotta try these restaurants. Oh yeah, definitely. One of these days. Okay, this looks crowded and not like vacant at the same time. How does this look vacant? Well, okay, I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna be real with you, I have no idea how to describe it. Anyway, can we like not leave out someone? What is that bee's name? Braden? Yeah, can we not leave him out? Because he's the only like singular dude here. Is he? Yeah, remember. Oh, that's right. Okay. But don't worry, we won't. Here on Unchild-Friendly Videos, everybody's included, okay? Why else do you think the Fortnite llamas are here? Especially since they don't really have like multiple holidays. We're like, can't belong in a holiday movie? Can they? Well, it's usually Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. They weren't necessarily out in November, or October, November, or December. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was September for them, but yeah, not really. Okay, so they just fresh out of luck then. Fine then. Yo, it is. Why is it so hot? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like 80 something. They said it was supposed to be 80 today. Why is it 80 in a March? Early March at that. Yeah, it's just you, isn't it? Yeah. I'm the only one. Okay, then there's Barbara, so, right. So, you feel left out because of that. Yeah, pretty much. But, I don't know, maybe Barbara can also feel left out because she'll be with Caroline and Olivia. Meanwhile, it's just her. So technically, in this situation, we're both only bees, so like only children. So that would be fun. Just be fun. We both feel left out, so I guess it won't be too bad. The only difference is that there's two pairs here. Yeah, pretty much. That is the only difference. Go ahead, blast that even louder, shall you? We weren't even thinking about that not until he left. Now I am thinking about it. What are you waiting for? Let's go. I see he's not even anywhere else. No matter where you go, you just get dealt with. So many weird drivers here. Like, why y'all taking forever? Y'all can drive. Go on now. Yeah, come out here more often. Well, if we lived in this area, we probably could actually. Then this would be another. I can't say Margaritaville. Well, we walked to Margaritaville once, yeah. So we can kind of call it that. I was more so thinking Charles County. That too. Bro, we hadn't even gone to the harbor yet. We hadn't even been at the harbor yet. And we was talking about other stuff. Wow, we didn't even go over there. Okay. We are lacking. We are lacking. Which first? You know, we're walking down here. Alright, fine. Already walking down here, so might as well. By the way, that beach is open. Oh, really? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. They will close that beach for literally anything. Yet now it's open. And it looks like it's gonna start raining, because I'm pretty sure it is. Just got an alert saying we're gonna have severe weather storm watch, because of course we are. It wouldn't be this bitch ass state to not have another weather storm. Like, oh yeah, by the way, remember that winter storm watch that y'all had? That caused y'all to live in the Antarctic? About like 2.5 weeks? Yeah, get ready for some rain. Because we just need that right now. Yeah, after we give you a nice little heat wave on the beginning of March. Let's just put y'all in the Pacific Ocean. Why not that? Because we just don't want that, bro. Bro. It's still somehow be getting nighttime so fast, though. They gotta understand. I also don't understand why they took those benches away and these chairs. Like, how are we supposed to sit down here now? Fine. And Rosie is still gone. Man, they ain't never bringing her back. Never. They ain't never bringing her back, bro. Luckily, the girls aren't here. Oh, boy, they'd be upset. Like, come on, you just took away their feminist icons. Should we sit right here? I mean, this is the only other way to, other place to sit down at. I don't think we did like a solo video with just the twins. Well, since that's literally everybody in this group besides one group, would that even be fair? It wouldn't, because that's like, again, yeah, that's like 3 pairs. So probably not a good idea, but alright, fine. Won't do that. But I mean, just like, think about it. I don't know what we're thinking about. It's just that that's not fair to Caroline and Olivia, because they're the only pair that aren't twins. You know, everybody else here are. So that's just not going to be fair. All right, fine then. You know what? How about to change the subject? How tall that building is? Who says we going up there, bro? Not, but like literally. Also, how fast it got dark, bro. We was by the. We'll call it a beach. All right, fine. We'll call it a beach. Yeah. By the beach for not even that long, and now all of a sudden it's dark. How did it get dark this fast? I mean, like, seriously though. You know what? Okay. I think you're saying winter would be getting dark fast. I mean, due to daylight saving time, it'd be getting dark at like 6 o'clock. Now it got dark at like 7, which honestly is probably a better time. Yeah, but like, once it hits 7 o'clock, then the dark will be immediate. That sun does not stay around there for that long. I just remembered, after this is Brother's Day. Wait, it is? Yeah, so, it's May 24th. Oh, this comes out in April. Are we doing back-to-back? Well, should we? I mean, considering the fact we already did a Brother's Day in like 2024. Well, do we really need to? Well, I kind of want to do another movie. You sure it would be a bad idea? Well, will you be attending? I mean, I will most likely be lonely since, well, again, I don't really have a brother. I have a sister, so, right, so. I mean, you could still attend because you still are a brother, aren't you? Yeah. I'm gonna be lonely though. All right, tell you what. If we do, does sisters have a holiday? Yeah, I think it's in August. Okay, so Barb is gonna have to deal with the same fate as me. You know, she's already gonna deal with the same fate as they gotta do the sisters next. So you know what? If we do a movie, sure. But the thing is, I don't really want to though. This one's already taken up like a lot of storage, so do it. How are we gonna do this? Well, easy. Just do a movie. That's about it. We're helpful, you know that? Well, I'm just saying, just do a movie. Shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I kind of want to do a movie. And you know what? There's 5 of us. Sure, we can find a way to make it work. Oh, my eyes are deceiving me. Ain't no way. It was just hot yesterday. What do you mean? It was just hot yesterday. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I expected from walking out here. Bro, ain't no way. It was just hot yesterday. Okay. And I hear the geese. Hey, this is y'all kind of weather, huh? Sorry if y'all decided to migrate here to escape from that. Y'all came to Maryland. Apparently, this is always like this. Sorry, but I guess that outing isn't really going to happen today. Where did this come from? Why are you asking me? You gotta ask the people that were here for quite some time. I wasn't all that much, so... I mean, we just need to look at this. We just need to take a look at this. Well, like, it was the 11th. The boys went out yesterday, right? Yes. It is the 12th. This is the same month, the same year, in the same week. How did we go from steaming hot to straight up snow? Yeah, you do realize that next month, by the time this is uploaded, next month will be Brothers Month, right? Right. And I just know Braden's not gonna want to be all by himself. So tell you what, I'll make a quick cameo in that video, so that way he doesn't have to feel all left out. How does that sound? Well, in exchange, I'm pretty sure he'd do the same thing. Yeah, he most definitely would. So that works out. Speaking of which, when is Sister's Day? August? Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Which makes me wonder why we didn't do that this or last August. You think we had everybody here? If anything, it was just me and Caroline. When did you get here? Can't remember. All right, so yeah, you know what? I ain't worried about it. We can get this year. I can't speak for. So I'm trying to process everything. Why? Because of snow. Because why? What happened? You know, when people joke about Maryland weather being bipolar. See, it's like half jokes and half being serious. This really amps that meme up. Because it was hot yesterday, and now it's freezing cold today. While snowing. All in the same week. By the way. Yeah, you can't come out. All in the same week, mind you. And this is snow too. That's a traditional snow. While also being kind of rainy too. Nope, yeah, you can see traditional snow. What's going on with this What's going on with this state, man? Oh, tornado. Gotcha. Is this what we're just gonna be doing? Really? I mean, well, unless you can figure out something else to do, because now we're trapped in here. You feel like going down that snow? I guess not. All right, yeah. So we're gonna stay in here and just admire the absurdity, because for some odd reason, the highest is supposed to be 77. 77? When does it get to 77? Because right now it's 2 o'clock. When does it get to 77? Never. Okay. So what's the highest? The highest looks like it's going to be 44. So we're all just getting lied to. Okay. Okay, this state, bro. This state, you like Florida was better. I'll say it was miserable in Florida, but at least here you can get entertained. By the way, how does it look right now? Okay, this is a little minor pet peeve for me, but how come whenever we're in PG and it's snowing, it always shows rain, but when we go to Waldorf or Charles County, actually, no, I only did Waldorf, but as you can see, Waldorf, for some odd reason, it has, you see what I mean, right? Yeah, the snow though. So, what's with that, huh? I don't know. It's a little bit of a pet peeve, but how come they get the snow, but we got to get rain? Well, don't worry, Charles County also has rain. Okay, but like we're in one designated area here. We're in Fort Washington, but for some odd reason, when I do Waldorf, it's snow. What's up with that? Let's make sure Prince George's County. Well, considering the state also shows snow, maybe. All right, sure, why not? Let's just see if nope, that still has rain. Oh, okay, so we're just the odd ones out. Maybe you have to search a different area in PG County. Why would I have to do that? Well, because as you can see, the weather is against you. Yeah, like that's probably the reason. Probably the reason. Highest is 72. My ass. Okay, yeah, sure. 72, huh? 72. Look, even if it wasn't lying, or even if it wasn't like trying to lie, and immediately just contradict itself by saying, oh yeah, the highest is actually 43 to 44 degrees. How are you going to come back from this, huh? It's already white. It's already a blank background right now, so how are you going to come back from this? I mean, just like stop and think about it. No, I'm just thinking about it. It don't make sense yet. That's the thing. How was you even supposed to come back from that? Let me see if these bipolar bastards want to try to change the weather up this time. And it's windy. Oh, gosh. I'm about sick of this state and its weather, bro. I'm already sick and tired of this state's weather. This is kind of warm right here, but come on. Are you kidding me? There's no way it's actually doing this today. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. You know what? How bad is it? Usually that would have blasted open. Oh, you are gone. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Yep, here it comes. My only question is, how good will it? Will it? Alright, like, are the others available to come out here? If not, then you guys are just cementing everybody's fun. Fit your own selfish needs at being in the house all day. Okay, that was a bit much. I better come out here. You can tell it's becoming spring because look at all the buds all over the ground and in the water. You can tell it's becoming fall. Spring. My goodness, I guess the weather doesn't really display that all that much, does it? Okay, this is actually decent spring. Relax. Okay, yeah, this is actually average spring weather, I'd say. Remember spring of last year of 25? Yeah, I do. So I guess, yeah, you're kind of right there. I mean, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit is around the highest it should be. Maybe in the 70s, maybe like early 70s, but that's pushing it, bud. As long as it doesn't go above 80, or like, as long as it doesn't touch 80 degrees, then I feel like this is appropriate spring weather. Okay, well, what about the lowest? The lowest, I'd say, is 49, around 50. So yeah, if anything, this is actually pretty decent weather. It's just the wind is making it even worse. Literally right on time, too. You gotta remember, when people say pulling up, yeah, I forgot. Pulling up doesn't really mean pulling up. It means, yeah, I'm not really in the neighborhood yet. Also, there y'all are. Also, I feel like Carol brought both of us out here just to, oh gosh, yep, there it is. There's the wind. I feel like she brought both of us out here to go places. Well, I'm not going places right now, okay? You're gonna have to get upset. You have to be upset with us. Why? Why? There's the wind. there's the spring. As I said, it's the wind that makes it like this. So unfortunately, Carol's gonna have to be a little bit disappointed. I know you're wanting us to go on a little adventure, aren't you? It's better than staying in the house all day. I mean, come on, I've been in there for too long for my own good. I'm getting a little cooped up now. Like, trust me, I am too. It's just that. But now we actually can't leave. Oh my gosh. Why not? That be disclosing some information that I'm not comfortable with disclosing? Okay, no, but like seriously, you can tell it's getting spring because then these are here. Yeah, you can tell it's getting spring now. Did you need to mention that? Yeah, kind of, because, well, I've already mentioned the spring thing. Yeah, we've mentioned it back over there. So why do it again? Because I guess, why not? I feel like it. What is that? They having their shootout over there? I mean, it's PG. Not really surprised. Wouldn't that be... I didn't know Fort Washington had all that. So I guess fine. How about a little adventure by the backyard? How's that sound? Yeah, you know what? Sure. Oh gosh, the sun. You know, hold on. I want to see something. It is pretty warm. I mean, we're in the sun. Would you expect? Yeah, but like the thing is, the wind usually be trying to make it so weird, so I'm not really too sure. Anyway, I'm staring at that and I don't like it. Getting blinded. Really getting blinded. See? We just explore around the backyard. We could do that though. I guess so. I mean, majority of this video, like 60% of this video was already in the house, so might as well stay back here. Why though? Like, why? And it feels depressing just in the house. I know where you're coming from. Oh shoot, that's actual dog poop. All right, I understand where you're coming from. It's just that. Now what are we looking at? I'm sorry. I'm just... It always amazes me how loud the trees can be while they're blowing in the wind. Just listen. Up, here they come. Here comes the wind. You can see why I like spring now, right? Yes. You've mentioned that quite a bit of times, actually. Quite a bit. This is my first time actually publicly mentioning it. You say that like it was supposed to be private. It wasn't, but it's my first time actually mentioning it.